So my name is Rosie Ginday and I am the founder and CEO of the social enterprise I started called Miss Macaroon. And we make and sell premium gluten-free French macaroons, and we reinvest 100% of the profits in supporting young people who need a helping hand to gain skills that can change their lives. The last 13 years has been full of highs and lows, as I'm sure every entrepreneur's journey is.
Yeah.
Some of the great achievements have really been about some of the young people that have come through the programs have experienced really, really tough situations in their lives and have just taken to the program, taken to the support. We have training, we've got work experience, we've also got a psychotherapist that forms part of the program. So to see people go out into, some people go into catering, some people go into hospitality, but lots of people have gone elsewhere as well, because we're just helping them to figure out what their aspirations are and then trying to open those doors for them. So we've help people to become teaching assistants, business admin assistants, go into IT, construction, a whole host of industries. So that's been incredible. Yeah, definitely. We've had huge kind of amounts of innovation happen at Miss Macaroon, particularly on the product side. So we've developed a whole range of gluten-free desserts that include macaroons. So we've got gorgeous macaroon-filled cookies and some lovely truffles and some great kind of macaroon rocky roads and a whole host of gluten-free desserts that just pull in the macaroon flavors. We've got an ice cream coming out over the summer as well, which is
Ooh.
fantastic. And it's really about just kind of empowering our amazing pastry chefs to have a go and pick up on what our customers are saying, and our fantastic retail assistants, what they see and what they think would work within that space. So that's worked really well, and we've come up with some fantastic ideas, and it's always fun being chief taste tester as well. It's a great,
Yes.
a great perk of the job. It's really stemmed from our being a social enterprise. Essentially it's two separate businesses. So being an entrepreneur is hard enough. You have to wear all of the hats, but actually wearing all of those hats for two businesses is quite challenging. But the biggest challenge just came from my own idealism. So, at the beginning I wanted, other than me, everybody else to be employed within the company, to be graduates of the program. And taking on our first few employees, I realized actually that was just setting them up to fail, because they didn't have the structure in place to be able to really succeed within the work environment, and actually taking that out into life as well. So um, you know you could call it a failure, but it was a huge learning experience, a great learning opportunity, and it really helped us to create a much stronger system. So now we have a 3-to-1 model, 3 professionals to 1 trainee, and I think it's that has just continued. It's really helped to build our culture, having a positive growth mindset and really empowering everybody. How it doesn't matter however junior they are, to just think through, what have we done? How has it worked? How could we done it better? Start small and fail fast. So where you can have the minimum viable product that you can just start, and you'll learn so much through those mistakes, that it just makes it much easier when you get to that big kind of decision point, because you've pulled all of that user testing out and all of those learnings out before it gets to that big crunch point. On the other side is just having fantastic people around you. So whether that's a board of non-exec directors or special advisors or business mentors or coaches, or if you can't get access to pro bono versions of those like we do because we're a social enterprise and you can't afford paid versions, actually having a network of other entrepreneurs that can be that for you, that you can build that trusting relationship with, that can provide that objective viewpoint, I think is really key, because you can just get so focused and can't see the wood for the tree. So just having people around you that can just tell you the truth and give their opinion, understanding that it is just another opinion, and
Yeah.
ultimately you will be the one that needs to make that decision anyway. Yeah, it's a great question. I think, definitely don't bury your head in the sand. As much as you can, keep as close to the numbers as you can. And, I think it's just really easy to do these days because you've got the kind of cloud-based systems on your phone, and generally the reports that they provide are very easy to access. So just keeping on top of cash, and understanding when that could run out, whether that's a couple of weeks, a couple of months, or a couple of years, just staying in touch with that. Definitely. I'm a huge believer in education. So I've been on so many different entrepreneur programs, the NatWest Entrepreneur Accelerator, the Goldman Sachs 10,000 Small Businesses program, and some social investment programs as well, and innovator programs. And I think, every one layered on top of one another. So it's not, right, I've done my mini MBA, I can finish now. Actually, it's just constantly refreshing because your business changes, you change, and it's easy to not retain all of that information, and sometimes the same model won't work at one point of your business journey, but will be the exact kind of key to unlocking things at a different part of your journey. So, I'm a huge believer in trying to get as much of that support as possible. The number one piece of advice I'd give to an aspiring entrepreneur is definitely have self awareness. So, what are your weaknesses and what are your strengths? And just making sure that you're building a network of support around you where your weaker parts are. And, having a champion on the strengths as well, just so that you can kind of keep in touch with. Keeping building on those. I think, for me, I really struggled to reach out for help. Um, Especially in the beginning. So, understanding what would work for me, what motivates me, what drives me, and then what my kind of barriers and blockers are, was so important in just building that kind of support system around me.